What's going on, guys? We've got another fragrance haul of some fragrances I picked up from Fragrance Buy. Varied, a brand new release, Polo Oud. Some things I've been wanting to get, Givenchy, Reserve, Privee. We've got a Herbal Aquatica fragrance. It's supposed to be like Montale's Herbapur. We've got a few things here. Born in Roma Intense. We've got some cool stuff that we're going to open and check out, but we also have details on Fragrance Buy's Boxing Day sale. So without further ado, let's dive into the details because they do partner with the channel once a month, which I'm very grateful for the partnership to help bring you guys some great content. So let's get through this intro and let's talk about this sale. So starting on Christmas Day, December 25th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, ending on Thursday the 28th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So you got a few days. Their Boxing Day sale is better than the Black Friday sale. So that was buy one, get one 23%, where now it's buy one, get one 30% off with code BOX30, which I'll have all these details down in the description for you guys so you don't have to try to pause and rewind the video and stuff like that. There's a special link down below for being able to check out the Boxing Day collection. Or outside of this collection of fragrances, you can get 10% off site-wide with Box10 as your code, and you can stack it with free shipping codes for over $20.23. See how they went with the year for the dollar amount with code BOXSHIP23. Box30 cannot be stacked with Box10. However, both codes can be stacked with the free shipping code. Boxing Day collection will have all in-stock products from the following brands such as Armaf, Lattafa, Xerjoff, Parfums, Jovoy, Initio, Atelier, Goldfield and Banks, Nicolai, Amouroud, Bond No. 9, Histoires, Parfums, and many more on top of that. So I'm definitely going to be purchasing from them. I bought 3 orders in the last week, and this is going to be order number 4. I'm constantly putting money back into the site because I love their inventory. It's a great company to deal with, and yeah. So speaking of, we've got 5 that I just bought from them that came in time for me to record this video. So let's bust these open and check them out, see what they smell like, and we'll cross-reference the notes and give them some ratings. So the one I'm most excited about is Ralph Lauren's Polo Oud. So I've heard it smells like Supreme Oud from their Supreme line, which I've never smelled, so I don't care. They put it in the Polo Green line. I don't know if it's going to smell like Polo Green or not, but I'm pretty excited. So we're going to be doing these on test strips. Yeah, they definitely went the Polo Green route with the bottles and everything. That is straight up Polo Green's bottle and it says Oud. So let's give it a spray and see what we're working with. I'm sure it's not a natural oud, but you never know. If I can get piney green with a decently dry, woody oud smell, I'll be pretty happy with that. So let's see what we're working with. That does remind me of something. It's a little astringent and funky. It's got more funk than I anticipated. It smells like something I have or similar to something in particular. It's familiar. I like it. But it's familiar. And it eludes me what it smells like. Not oud tobacco from Montale. What does this smell like? Is it oud tobacco? Is that why I thought that? I'm going to have to look online and see some comparisons, see if anybody else is getting that. It's got this very woodsy smell, a little funked and smoky, clearly smoky. There's a distinctive sweetness, a little bit of a rosy smell, but it's not overdone oud rose. A tad medicinal. I like this. This is really good. Familiar, though. But really good. What a good release for them. Again, it may be a re-release, supposedly similar to Supreme Oud, but I never tried it, so I don't know. Let's cross-reference these notes and see if we can get a comparison.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, so according to this, woody, spicy, green, sweet, oriental. I agree with all of that. Definitely a nice dose of spice that's not overdone. A good sweetness. It is piney green. So according to this, clary sage absolute and pink pepper, cinnamon, orange blossom absolute, rose absolute. There's that touch of rose, frankincense. There's the smokiness, and gaiac wood, more smokiness. Oud, patchouli, vetiver. Now I know what it is. Now that it's settling, it's got a little bit of oud wood going on, but not exactly Tom Ford oud wood, but I get an element of that. That's the kind of oud. Similar oud oil to that. That mixed with like a little bit of, like, name that oud rose. Like, insert designer oud rose smell, but not every designer oud rose. But this is, I like this. I think because it's more of a oud wood type of smell mixed with rose and spices and stuff like that, and a nice smoky tone. This is a really good option. This is a really good offering for them. I don't get much polo green here. I'm not saying on skin that I won't get more of polo green, but on paper I don't get a whole lot of polo green. I think this is like an 8 out of 10. This is great. I'm not mind blown. There's a familiarity. I'm able to tie a few things to it. Like, now that it's settled down a little bit, it's a similar, on paper, similar to oud wood, kind of, not the whole scent profile, but the way the oud note comes across that they use there. Similar smell here. I like this a lot. Yeah, I'm going with 8 out of 10. So I have talked about this one already. I had a decant, but Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee. So the way I've described it in the past is, if you don't have Boisé and Eau de Parfum, this is the definitive version to get. This is the best of the three because of that added boozy note. It's a creamy, powdery iris smell. It is a beautiful fragrance, and I got around to it because they got it restocked again, and it was kind of a, why not? I don't need it. I mean, I don't need any fragrance at this stage of my life, but it's so good, and I got majority of the line that it's like, I call it the definitive version. Why wouldn't I get it, you know? It's so good. This is one of the better releases to come out in the last few years as far as designer fragrances. Powdery, rich, a bit boozy. It's not overly boozy, but there's a nice dose of it. Creamy, woodsy, a little smoked. There's a little hint of smokiness underlying. So good. 9 out of 10 good. I'm saying that now before we even cross-reference the notes. I don't remember what I gave it with the decant, but probably in the realm of that, because it is an outstanding designer iris. It really is. A lot of character here. Beautiful evening scent. Man, it's at least a must-try. I don't think it's a must-own, because it's redundant to a lot of things, the Dior Home's intense scent profile, but this has added depth with things like booze and such, but man, it's so good. Let's cross-reference these notes.
10 seconds later.
8.4 out of 10 with 842 ratings. You're not going to hear an argument from me, guys. Sweet, spicy, powdery, woody, creamy. You've got Scotch whiskey absolute, Italian bergamot, chestnut, Italian iris concrete, Chinese iris, benzoin, Indonesian patchouli, Virginia cedar, Haitian vetiver. It is nice and woodsy. It's a very creamy, more creamy than just crazy powdery iris note, because the orris butter that they used in the Eau de Parfum was very creamy. They also had a Tolu balsam note that added to the cream, kind of enhanced the creamy, rich nature of the Eau de Parfum. And that's why I say, if you have the Eau de Parfum and Boisé, you get the woody, spicy nuances of Boisé and the creamy, rich, powdery iris notes of the EDP. You blend those together, you add this booze, you get this fragrance. So it's very redundant for me, but it is the definitive version. It really is. It is so, so good. I'm going to stick with 9 out of 10. It is a phenomenal scent. So let's go with Montale Herbal Aquatica. I've never tried it. I kind of just bought it on a whim. And I do remember looking at the notes, and I noticed that it's relatable to Herba Pura from Xerjoff, which I've never smelled. I think I smelled one time on a test strip. I just don't remember it. And I've smelled other things that supposedly smell like it. So, I don't know. We'll see. Love the bottle. I love their little aluminum can style bottles, but love the gradients, the blue to green to gold. Herbal Aquatica. Let's grab a test strip, pull the pin. I anticipate this to be very strong because Montales are very strong. 2 good sprays. We'll give that a second and let that settle. I do like the little collar stop that goes on the neck. It's a gimmick, but it's a cool looking gimmick to me. Adds a little flair to the bottles. Whew. Powerful, musky, sharp citrus fruits. Flowery, powdery. Little bubble gum smell. A little bit. Definitely powdery. I kind of like this. It's very minty. That's the biggest thing that's standing out to me is a lot of mint. Like very minty. I bet that's the herbal part of this. It's very minty and bright. This is good. This is really good. I could wear this year round. The hell. Wasn't going to spray any on skin, but I just have a feeling this is going to really open up on skin. I have to spray this one on skin. I just have to. Didn't change much. Very much in line with how it smells on a test strip. Minty, powdery, sharp and musky, bright, citrus fruit. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's reference these notes.
12 seconds later.
It's a 2022 release. 7.3 out of 10, 104 ratings, so people seem to really like it. Aquatic, yeah. Fresh, green, spicy, fruity. I agree with all of that. Herbs, sage, Calabrian bergamot, mint. The mint stands out heavy here. Marine notes, green tea, lotus, papyrus, amber, vanilla, brown sugar. There's the sweetness. And sandalwood. It's got a fruitiness to it. Like even fruity is listed as the 5th main accord, and the only thing here is bergamot. It smells like way more is going on than just bergamot here. Like I would argue lemon, apple, like a variety of things, and even something like even a little bit of lychee or maybe a passion fruit, just a pinch of something like that in here. Because it's quite fruity. Minty, aquatic, fresh, musky. Not super spicy, but there is a nice fresh spicy green tone here. I really like this a lot. A lot. Did I mention a lot? But I could see some people saying, oh, that's synthetic crap. Smells just like Herbapura. Because there's people that love Herbapura. There's people that hate Herbapura. And this supposedly smells very much like it. It even says right here, similar. First thing is Herbapura. I'm here for this. I'm here for this. I like this a lot. 8.5 out of 10, great. I'm not going to, knock down, drag out with the 9s and the 9.5s on this, but this is one that I will gravitate to. This is my kind of jam. I like this a lot. I like this a whole lot. It's even got a little bit of, it's going to sound strange, a little bit of a shampoo smell to it. Just a little bit. What note could that be? Maybe this sage note? I don't know. But lotus could be mixing with that. That's going to add to the aquatic tone. But, oh man, I like this a lot. Very unisex too. 8.5 out of 10. Next, we're going to go into Valentino's Born in Roma Intense, which I have tried from a decant earlier in the year. And what I remember about it was kind of incensey Invictus Aqua, kind of. We'll see if that remains true. I love their bottles. I've always loved their bottles. I love the whole studded theme to it. It's really light, really nice. I do like them. All right, let's give it a spritz. See what we're working with. Sprayed right away. Very much Invictus Aqua. It's fresh, it's fun, it's watery. There's a little smokiness in there. It's woody. It's generic. That's what I remember about it from the first time. It feels like I'm reliving my first spray from the beginning of the year with the decant. I really like it. It's a really nice smell, but it's not a compelling smell because even though I love Invictus Aqua 2018, I'll just wear Invictus Aqua 2018. But I will get some use out of this, but I don't think I'll reach for it that much, honestly. Because it reminds me so much of Invictus Aqua 2018, which is my favorite fragrance. It smells, it's uncanny on paper. Let's look at the notes.
More moments later.
Alrighty, Born in Roma Intense, good ratings, 7.7 out of 10, 147 ratings. Sweet, fresh, synthetic, fruity, woody. You got vanilla ginger, lavender, nutmeg, Haitian vetiver. So I get a smoky nuance to this. I get very fresh and aquatic. I get a little bit of citrus. I do get fruity. They state fruity. There's no fruity notes, so I don't believe this note breakdown. I see somebody on the comparisons, they have strong with you absolutely and strong with you intensely. What? This does not smell like strong with you intensely or absolutely. This smells like Invictus Aqua more so than anything else. Maybe strong with you freeze. I could agree with that. Fresher, stronger with you. Yeah, I can agree with that. This is a good one. It's just, it's done to death is the problem. There's a generic tone to this one. Like you probably have something like this. So for this to be a new release in 2023, it's almost like a lazy release because it does smell good. People are going to enjoy it. But my situation makes it generic to a ton of stuff I have. But I do like it. I do like the way it smells because it smells very similar to my favorite fragrance. I think it's a 7.5 out of 10. It is a very good fragrance. It's a very good release for them. They didn't have this in the Valentino Uomo lines. Born in Roma is kind of its own line, basically. It's a playoff of the Uomo line. But the color scheme's a little misleading. It's got this purple gradients from the black, and it's more of a blue fragrance. This is very much a blue fragrance, which I'm a fan. I'm a fan. That's why I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. It's very redundant for me, as are a lot of things. It just didn't get me excited as the other three. The other three fragrances we've smelled so far are superior to this one, but it's still very good. Born in Roma Intense, 7.5 out of 10. And last, this is just I felt the need to get it finally. I have Polo Double Black. Now I have Polo Black. Remove the coffee, basically, if I remember correctly. I haven't smelled Polo Black in so long, that mango smell. But I have Double Black. Double Black's beautiful. So I'm sure this is going to be very... Wow, they changed the bottle. It's got the modern bottles. So this is a current formulation. It's the modern bottles. They changed everything. Because I got a tester, and it's a new tester. This is a new batch. So it leads right into what I was saying. Because older bottles, the joke is, they smell great. They're here for a good time, but not here for a long time. That's the first time I heard somebody say that about Polo Double Black. I'm like, it's so true, and I've been using it. And that's the case with this one, too. I just haven't smelled this one in years. I do remember it not lasting that well. Polo Double Black, I have the older style bottle, which is still newer. That's like 3 hours. But, oh, beautiful sprayers. Yeah, they upgraded everything here. Got to give it to Ralph Lauren. They're making everything uniform to this new style. It's a beautiful smell of the 2000s. Smell of my early 20s is right here in this bottle without the coffee note. I do prefer Double Black, but I'm a polo guy. I'm a Ralph Lauren polo fan. The clothing, specifically. I love the fragrance lines. I love the Polo Blue line. I love Polo Green, as it's called. It's Ralph Lauren Polo, but it's been dubbed Polo Green. I just got excited to buy Polo Oud. You know, I really love the Polo Red line, you name it. Polo Sport Fresh. I'm a fan of the house's fragrances. I'm a fan of the Polo Horse logo. My favorite polo shirts are Ralph Lauren polos. It's of my era, it's of my generation, and some things just stick with you. And for me, Ralph Lauren polo is one of those things that stick with me. So this is just even if I never wear it, I wanted to have it. I just like collecting the Polo fragrances is kind of what it comes down to. I'm not saying I won't wear it. I definitely will, but probably not often. Mango, a little musky. Very fruity fresh. Very fruity fresh, generic smells of 2005. Let's pull up the notes.
12 seconds later.
That's funny. It's 2005 release. 6.6 out of 10 with 101 ratings. So not everybody's a fan. You basically got to be around my age to appreciate this scent. Because this is a moment in time fragrance just like Double Black. So you got fruity, woody, fresh, spicy, synthetic. Yes, it is. Mango, sandalwood, tonka bean, patchouli, sage, tangerine, and lemon. Citrus, fruity, fresh, woodsy, a little earthy green because of the patchouli. But that's basically what this is. It's very bright, dries down a little woodsy. More than a little. Dries down woodsy with a little touch of earthiness. It smells great to me. Moment in time. Again, it's nothing special. It's just a nostalgia pick for me. It's just hilarious to me that they're still producing it, clearly, because this is the new style bottles that they switched to last year. They've revamped everything. Like Polo Blue EDT comes in this now. I was thinking I was going to get one of the older style bottles. I was actually hoping for that, so it'd be uniform to Polo Double Black, but I mean, it's funny. I'm here for it. It is a sleek looking bottle, gotta say, but it's a 7 out of 10. It's not special. It is a very good fragrance. It's a very good nostalgic pick for me. Early 2000s, you know. 2005, I was 20. I was 20 years old. This is, I'll be 39 in a month. 1 day shy of a month at the recording of this. I'm recording this on December 22nd. And yeah, this is absolutely, reminds me of my 20s for sure. So 7 out of 10 for Polo Black. Well, that's the 5 that I have in this haul. A nostalgia pick and some new additions. 2 that I had smelled previously and 2 that I've never smelled with one brand new release. Very happy with this haul. Definitely check out the description for all of the details that we talked about in the beginning of the video for the Boxing Day sale. I'll definitely be buying some stuff. I'm going to put those codes to use. I've got points I'm going to burn. I've already got stuff in my cart that I already built a cart before this video goes live. Because of the recording of this, it's 3 days before this video comes out and this sale begins. So I'm fully anticipating buying some fragrances myself. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback and I love hearing from you guys. Have you tried any of these 5? What do you think about them? And are you excited to pick up some fragrances from Frag Buy's Boxing Day sale? Definitely let me know down in the comments. Thank you, Fragrance Buy, for partnering with the channel on a regular basis. I do appreciate you taking care of everything with this video. And even though I did buy the fragrances, they do partner with the channel once a month like we did in this video, like we discussed. I love doing these sale videos with them and so on. I buy a lot of stuff from them. Yeah. So until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the 5 that I just bought from them in this video and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.